I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know we were going to have classy music playing. And if you want to tune in on camera and see how beautiful I am, you can do that right now at Facebook, the Dudley and Bob page. And also, we should tell you that you can do it on YouTube, too, at the KLBJ FM page. We got to talking about wine a couple of weeks ago, and I saw some movie. I don't know if it was the one about all the fraud that happened or something, but there was one person in there that said that there really is no difference between a $1,000 bottle of wine and $50 bottle of wine. It's all a thing. It's all a social. I don't want to say scam, but it's a big social thing. And Tim got in touch with us. Tim Flynn, how are you, sir? Let me turn you on. Yeah.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. And you are, we've been saying it wrong all morning, a sommelier?
Sommelier.
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 Sommelier? So that is somebody who's an expert in wines, correct?
Correct.
And do you go to work for one restaurant or you go to different restaurants?
In the course of my career, I've kind of done it all. Currently, I'm a wine broker.
What is a wine broker?
A wine broker is someone who sells wine, basically.
Like large, like cases, right?
Yeah, like cases. I do things like wine dinners, people that have bigger wine cellars. They'll have someone like me come in, do demonstrations, maybe manage the cellar, keep things organized.
Also,
like that.
You should do radio because our ideas are always clunky, and you've solved the problem. We were going to wear blindfolds, but you've done better. You've covered the bottles so that we cannot see what they are, who they're from.
Oh, I recognize that screw top.
I did bring a screw top wine.
And you brought a Kentucky chicken fried spit bucket. I need a buzz right now, so I don't care. I'm just going to drink it.
Right.
Now, are we supposed to clean our palate in between?
I didn't do the whole like grapes and crackers thing. I think the 6 wines that I selected, I did select each wine for a particular reason, and I think they're profound enough that as we go from wine to wine, you will see the progression of flavor. And again, we drink light wines to heavy wines, so the wine that you had last, you won't taste.
I hope you brought
again.
12.
I got 6.
I have a preliminary question for you about wine. Why is it that when I call my wife when she's on a business trip, it sounds like this?
Because they're partying.
Because they're in the bar.
Yeah.
Damn it. That's not the answer I wanted.
Yeah, I got that going through my head today, as a matter of fact. All right, so you've also written predictions down on how this is going to turn out.
Yes, I have a couple of props. We're going to use them all. First thing is, I have a Hershey bar here. This is going to be my food and wine pairing.
You're not going to leave
with
with
it,
that's for sure.
No, we're going to do a food and wine pairing with this. It's interesting that it's going to be chocolate. I just couldn't drag a prime rib in here, so Chewy, you hold on to this till the end.
I love chocolate and wine.
Is it still white wine for fish? Red wines for...
that's a 70s thing. It really depends on how it's prepared.
Put a mark down. If you didn't know, we now have a tote board for when Bob or I bring up something that somebody under 40 has no reference to whatsoever.
Well, that's a big one right there.
Yeah.
But no, it depends on the preparation. So, if you had a piece of fish, say Veracruz, which has tomato sauce, could be a little bit spicy, you could do a light red wine, like maybe Pinot Noir with that.
Right.
If you do... like a shrimp cocktail? Yeah, glass of champagne, glass of white wine, some Sauvignon Blanc, Chardonnay, whatever, it'll all work.
Whataburger.
Chateau Budweiser.
What does Pinot mean literally in French or whatever it is? Because there's a Pinot Noir, which is red, and then there's a Pinot Grigio, which is white.
No, Pinot Grigio is actually gray.
Okay, but what does Pinot mean? What does Pinot mean?
It's just the
region? Is that the grape?
No, it's the grape. Pinot Noir. It's the name of a grape, just like Cabernet Sauvignon or Cabernet Franc or Chardonnay.
I'll show you my new.
There's hundreds of grapes out there.
That's my new wine obsession.
Oh, all right.
I bought 3 bottles. The label talks to you.
I've never had.
What is it?
It's Snoop's wine.
19 Crimes.
Oh, okay.
19 Crimes.
Yeah, and then
which is not his rap sheet, by the way.
No. He's got plenty. He got more than that.
No, it's referred. It actually refers to the original 19 crimes that you could be arrested for in the United States.
Oh.
And Martha's still done more time than Snoop.
So do you go out to the... it's been 10 years or something like that. Do you go out to the wine country in California?
Yes, I was just there about 6 weeks ago.
Hey, have you met Charles Smith? From Oregon?
No, but I
Charles
know the
Smith
wine.
He's been on this show.
Oh, excellent product.
Long
line.
time.
All right,
He
let's
was
get
a great
started. Let's get started. What's the
Okay,
first?
so
He's ready to drink.
And
okay.
how are we? We're going to guess which wine is more expensive, right?
Yes, that's what we're going to do.
Okay.
Prop
And
number 2 is this bottle. Bob, you hold on to this till the end, and I'll tell you about that at the end.
All right.
And then our prop number 3 is the envelope. And Dale, you get this?
This is
All
like
right.
a mystery. I
Thank
feel like
you.
this is
Yeah.
like a mystery dinner theater.
Okay,
So in the envelope is 2 index cards. One of them says what I think will be the winner of the white wine flight. The other is the winner of the red wine flight, and then the parlay, how all these wines finish in order. So at the end of this thing, you're going to figure out which wine, if you could only drink one of them for the rest of your life, is it wine 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6?
But we're going to do the pricing thing where there's a more inexpensive. Okay.
Yes, I'm going to get to the
And
pricing at the end.
can we try to describe the notes?
Yes, and that's what we're going to get to right now.
Let's do the first one.
All right, so first things first, you got to have a good glass. These are actually professional tasting glasses. They are Riedel glassware. This design is actually the Cabernet design. They do, each grape has a different design. What I like about this, 2 things. It's a short stem, so if you talk eloquently, you have less of a chance of knocking it over. Also, the bowl shape. This, you can do red wine out of it, white wine out of it, water. I think it's just the greatest glass for all-purpose tasting.
And it is again.
Now-
What is it? How you describe it again?
Riedel, this is the Cabernet.
It's called Tim
It's a
Flynn's
Cabernet glass.
Grand Tour.
Now, I
No,
have
these
a-
are actually, you'll notice it says Wine Spectator Grand Tour on there. These are actually what they used during the Wine Spectator's big yearly event, and these were honestly stolen from their event in Chicago 3 years ago.
Okay.
I have a big Roman schnoz.
That's
so
gonna be good.
sometimes I can't get my. Sometimes I just have to swirl and not sip.
Well, again,
Snip.
this is a pretty big glass, so I think
get
your
it in
nose will
there.
get in there. Yeah,
I'm in
absolutely.
there.
All right,
So
let's-
the other thing about glassware, I hate it when you go to a restaurant and you get a glass with lipstick on it or smudges. If you hold these up to the light, you can see these are perfectly clean. Also, smell the glass. It should smell like nothing. Not fish guts or soap or perfume or anything. So we have a nice neutral environment.
Okay.
I didn't know glass
Now,
could smell.
I'm going to pour, yes, it can.
Okay.
I'm going to pour wine number 1, and we're going to learn how to sniff and taste this correctly, and then we'll start drinking.
Don't chug
Okay.
it, Chewy.
I just want
You
to
gotta swirl it first.
give you a heads up. We break at 24 after, so
We got
we
20
need,
minutes.
We got
No
20
problem.
minutes. So all right, this is wine number
number 1.
Wine number 1.
Now,
with-
like beer,
and-
you don't have to pour it down the side or anything like that. You can just straight into the glass.
Correct.
Yeah, and so
And has this been aerated at all?
and
It
what
was
and,
opened up at 6 o'clock this morning.
and
Because
what
I can aerate at home. I aerate my red wine, and I can make a $9 bottle of wine taste like a $12 bottle of wine.
what
And honestly, when you get air on the wine, this is the whole thing. Oxygen makes things smell. And when you swirl this and start swirling just little teeny circles with it, you'll see the wine start swirling around. So what we're
smells
doing,
great.
yeah, it does smell great.
the way.
And as you keep swirling it, it'll start smelling more. So we're
noticed
not going to change the aroma. It's not going to go from apples to bananas. We're just trying to make it smell more. So as you swirl it, and here's pro tip number 1.
I don't mean this rudely in any way whatsoever.
But something
But
tells me it's going to be rude.
But occasionally, when I've had to vomit before the show, it's had that smell.
Okay, well, this is a very high acid wine. And here, I'll tell you what, I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag, but these first two wines are both Sauvignon Blanc. And Sauvignon Blanc is a very high acid grape.
All right.
Coincidentally, Bile has a lot of acid in it as well.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like I'd had too much. So this is number 1.
This is number 1.
And we shall taste
we
it.
haven't sniffed it yet.
Okay, yeah,
Are we
so-
supposed to put our nose in it after?
Yes.
I've smelled the hell out of it.
And get your nose all the way in the glass. So what you want to do if it's a really light wine,
it's like
you
jet
can
fuel.
do this. This is a pro tip. You get the wine swirling, put your hand over the top of the glass, and
to
catch
keep
all
it-
those
Oh.
aroma components in there, and bring the whole thing up to your nose, and then
Oh,
take
come
a
on,
whiff.
Tim. Come
Well,
on.
just see if it smells more.
It's a liquid.
It's like when you hold a fart in a glass.
This is the thing I'm talking. This is the thing I'm talking about. They hype this stuff up.
No, I
No,
can.
he
no,
knows
no,
what
no.
he's. Look at it. He's got a suit.
Can we
He-
sit?
on.
Can
he
we?
knows what he's talking
Can we
about.
taste now?
Yeah, absolutely. So now,
I'm gonna have to have a third and fourth swig. To see.
yes,
To
absolutely.
really capture the aroma.
In all seriousness, you should taste wines at least twice because you
Wait,
never know
but-
what you have on your palate prior to the wine
wait a
hitting your
minute.
palate.
Last time I was really buzzed and high in here. Somebody quit the show. So
yeah, but
maybe I should.
you know how to handle your stuff
All right.
now.
All right, now, as far as the tasting portion goes, what you want to do, you're not slugging this down. We're not doing shots on the beach. You take about 2 tablespoons of wine into your mouth and don't swallow it. Let it sit on your
I
tongue
did
for a
it.
second.
I did that right at first.
All right, well,
That's the
we'll
same
give
thing-
you some more.
It's the same thing as a whiskey tasting.
But in all seriousness, you want to get the wine in your mouth and let the wine do its thing. So let the wine sit on your tongue and then swish it gently, left and right, forward and back,
did that already.
up and down.
Yeah.
And that, of course, gets all of your taste buds involved. All right. So
How we
what do you
doing
think
on
about
time?
wine number 1? Good, bad, and different. Wine number 2's on the way.
I thought wine number 1 was a little sharp.
It's got a little bit of an and it could be because I haven't cleaned my palate or cleansed my palate, but I feel like it has
This is a dry one.
maybe a less than pleasant aftertaste.
I'm drunk.
So
Yeah,
I want
it
to think
was
this
a
is.
little
I
sharp.
think this is barefoot.
So
Did it have a cork, by the way, or a screw top?
It did have a screw top.
But
That's
a lot
not
of
necessarily a bad thing, is it?
No.
Yeah.
Not for wines. that
These
are meant to be
days, not
drunk
these
young.
days.
it's hard
Are
to
there-
find cork.
Are there like $100 bottles with screw tops?
There are. The actual first big Cabernet to have a screw top was Plump Jack out of Napa Valley.
What is the most expensive wine you've ever consumed?
Probably 1898 Lafite Rothschild.
Yeah. Are
wow.
you familiar with the hidden wine cellar on Lamar, where all the super rich people keep their really, really expensive wines?
Yes, I am. I actually have a wine cellar in Chicago.
I got to go down there one day. Randy Cohen again, helping us all out. All right, this is number 2. Here we go.
Number 2. So this is another Sauvignon Blanc.
Okay.
I'm again not going to give it away, but I'll say we're talking about 2 totally different places on planet Earth, but this is the exact same grape.
I smell raisins and feet.
Oh, in
Is
what
that,
order?
Is that supposed to?
Was that Tim's side?
No, I think, when you smell them side by side, I think Dale's correct. This first wine is a little bit sharp. It's kind of high in the acid. I think it's got a lot of tropical fruit to it, though. Lemon, lime, maybe a little pineapple. The second wine...
This is definitely not a
It's
really
got a little more
sweet-
like a vanilla-y.
It's not a sweet wine
Am I
by
getting
any means.
Am
No,
I
all
getting
the
some
wines are dry.
vanilla? Or
yeah,
not?
I get a little vanilla out of it. But I also get, it's just a lighter aroma. It doesn't have that tropicalness to it. It has maybe a little grassy quality to it, a little bit of pear, maybe a little bit of apple. And then when you drink it, to Dale's point, the first wine, super high acid. I mean, you're like your tongue's like tingling when you drink it.
I feel like
This
the
is
second
softer.
one's higher quality for me because I'm not getting that
Yeah,
aftertaste.
Aftertaste.
Yeah.
That's like
I'm voting for number 2 on that one.
Okay.
All right.
Number 2 is one of my wines,
Okay.
product I
wow.
import. So
you want to plug it? No,
no, I'm not going to plug
not
it.
yet. Not yet.
Not yet.
Now we'll do it again. So
All right.
what's next?
What's next is we're going to move to the reds. So
Oh, thank God.
dump your white wines out, and then we're going to go
wish
with
I
wine
had
number
some
3.
Hot Pockets.
All right, so we all agree wine number 2 is better than wine number 1.
I say number 2. What do you say?
Number
Chew?
2.
I think my favorite was Dale trying to dump out the wine and there's nothing in the glass.
I need a buzz, dude.
I know.
I'm telling you.
Well,
This car
don't
will drive
pretend
him.
to dump
This
it
car
out.
will drive him home.
Huh?
Okay, let's. God, just a shame to.
Dumping wine out, it kind of hurts,
know,
but
you-
it is part of the business.
Okay.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
you don't mind, I don't mind.
Why?
I'm not gonna- I just-
because a tasting, you're not supposed to get drunk. Is that the deal?
Well, that's the thing. When we go to big professional tastings, let's say we're doing 100 wines, that's an all-day event. And, as the eternal question goes, spit or swallow. And when you drink 100 wines in a day, you have got to spit them out or you will die. You don't even want to try it.
Spit. What was it? Sucker run. That was a term on our show years ago. Right.
Okay.
Did you bring a good communion wine, by the way?
No.
All right. So we're going on to the reds here.
We're going on to reds. Wine number 3 will be on the left.
Boy, that looks like a Snoop Dogg bottle. All right, I can tell by the frosted.
Why would you buy it? You just bought that because it had Snoop Dogg's name
It's
on
actually not bad for a $9
just
bottle of
wants to
wine.
party
I'll
with
drink that
Snoop.
all day,
it. Yeah.
Especially-
And what is this?
especially with a
This
hot
is
pocket.
a Zinfandel blend.
A blend. I don't mind a blend.
Is Pinot Noir the one where they have added different kinds
That's
of wine?
Merlot. I think.
Merlot.
Which got a
Yeah.
bad rap in the movie, not Bottle Rocket, Sideways. They
Sideways.
made a joke about no more Merlot.
Yeah.
Something like that.
This is
Something
very
like
fruit-
that.
Very fruity.
I'm a dry wine guy. So,
You're a homophobe.
oh wait, which was first and which was second?
The one on your left should be the first one.
Smoky, fruity.
On my left.
I don't know.
left.
That's all I.
I thought you just poured this one though. Right, maybe not. All right.
Well,
I'll know if it's super fruity.
I got to capture it in the glass. Yeah.
he can tell which one you poured. I'm already slurring.
That's 3.
This is the first
That's
one?
3 and that's 4, yeah.
Okay.
You can tell by the color,
yeah.
too. Number 4 is a little browner. So yeah, when you talk about wine and wine colors, I mean, you get a whole gamut of colors, anything from bluish red to purple.
I'm not.
to almost a little brown.
I'm not coughing because the wine's bad. I did that thing where I was pouring it down my esophagus.
Oh, it went down your
where it
Okay.
starts to go down the wrong part of your throat.
I have a weird observation. So what is it about? I'm smelling this. I'm getting an incense kind of smell.
Yes, I think perfumey.
Perfumey.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. All
By
right.
the way, I'd like to tell you, Bob, that Tim is actually an actor, and we have actually spiked the wine with LSD so that you would finally. So that you
Thank
would
God my
finally
wife's
break
car
down.
can drive me home.
Stone cold tripping, boo. Yeah. Okay. So the first wine in the red flight is wine number 3. It is a Zinfandel blend. It's from California, and you can blend any wine out. These two wines, the left wine, the first one is a Zinfandel blend. The other one is straight Zinfandel from Italy, from an area called Puglia. It's the heel of the boot.
How do you keep from becoming an alcoholic?
You don't.
Why deny it? I mean, why fight it?
No, I mean, the thing is, you have to have some decorum. As a wine presenter, quite often in a wine dinner, I'm doing all the talking, everybody else is doing the eating and the drinking. But you can't get drunk and sloppy at a wine tasting. You're hanging out with winemakers.
I can tell by this.
Chateau,
I can tell.
Oh, you mean it's a business?
It is a business.
This is a very good wine.
Okay, I'm doing number 2 here.
I can tell. I can tell.
All right. So
I drink a lot of red.
The first red,
A lot
wine
of
number
cheap
3, is definitely a fruit bomb. I mean, it almost has like a Kool-Aid quality
Yeah, number
to
2.
it.
Number 2 is got it.
got a little
It's dry,
dryness.
It is super dry.
super dry.
And I
Oh,
brought,
you've moved on to number 2 of the reds?
correct.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Also, no, it's all right.
I'm
take your
enjoying
time.
the number 3.
Well, here's the thing about wine.
This is now number 4.
We're not doing shots. We're not drinking beer at a UT game. Wine is meant to be sensual and sexy, and you drink it slowly and savor it. And we're drinking some really good wines here. There are no bad wines on the table, but you get good friends together. You get some good food. Wine's the way to go.
Oh, you haven't addressed the ropes or whatever. No, that's
The legs?
No, the legs.
the legs.
The legs when you swirl.
Right.
What should you be looking for? Because you can see the patterns of the wine on the side of the glass.
Right.
So what should you be looking for on,
Okay,
the
so
legs?
when you're looking for the legs, you get
What
the
the
wine
hell are y'all
swirling.
talking about?
The
Y'all-
legs let you know how alcohol isn't how much alcohol.
Yes, it is.
Right?
Yeah. So the legs are the drip marks that come down the
Inside.
side of the glass.
Inside the glass,
Inside
not
the
outside.
glass after you get done swirling.
That shows you the alcohol.
Well, so it looks kind of like a thermometer. There's
These
two
are thick.
straight lines, and then there's a little ball at the end. So the bigger the ball, the more alcohol. So on a master sommelier test, that would be something you would be looking for to try
Okay,
to figure
wait a
out what the
minute. Let me
alcohol is
see.
on
I've
wine.
heard the longer it takes for it to get down, the more alcohol or something.
Y'all keep talking.
Well,
'cause I
there's
wanna
more
finish
body
mine.
weight to it. The slower it goes, the quote thicker the wine
I'm
is.
saying 4
Okay.
has
But
more
the
alcohol.
legs form because of the ratio between the water and the alcohol in the wine.
Okay, I vote for number 2.
I'm voting number 1.
I'm voting for number
But
2
I
on that
because
one.
I like the
We
fruity.
got- and we got-
Okay, now number 1 is actually wine number 3, and number 2 is actually wine number 4.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
we're on
All
the
right,
second
hold
flight.
on. So
Well, I like them both.
So I like 4.
Now that's the right answer, Bob. Thank you
Yeah,
very much.
this is, I think the second of the red, number 4 is a dryer.
And here's the other thing. We are here today to answer a question. Does more expensive wine taste better than less expensive wine? The great thing about wine is if you love it and I hate it, we're both right.
We have 10 minutes, by the way. Unless
great.
Dylan can stay, we can always come
Did we
back.
put-
I got
Dylan?
2 more wines to go, and then we'll do the rating.
I think
We'll
we're on
do
time.
food and wine
I've
pairing.
got 2 more glasses to finish right here.
I think we're on time. I think we're
But
going to
you don't
Now,
have
what
to
do you
love
think of
one
me?
wine
What-
and hate another. You can
Hold
love them
on.
all.
What do you think of me blending these 2
a
wines?
suicide.
That's a super.
Throw some white wine in there too.
and
Give it a shot. I bet you it's pretty good.
And a Xanax.
actually. We'll put a Xanax rim on that.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
I mean, normally you don't blend bottle to bottle. The winemaker does that, but I like the spirit.
When was the
there.
last time you had a wine like MD 2020, like out of a grocery store?
Probably college days,
Yeah.
something like that.
I don't know if I have a preference in the
Have
red.
you sent wine back before at a restaurant?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Why?
I have a couple times.
Well, if it's vinegar,
Yeah,
sometimes it's vinegar.
Here's the thing. If you order a bottle of wine and you don't like it, that's on you. But if you order a bottle of wine and it's corked, it's bad, it just smells funky, yeah, it happens. Part of, there is
Is it
cork taint.
spoil or something? What happens?
It doesn't spoil like make you sick spoil, but there's things like cork taint.
That's my new term for the day.
That's his porn
It
name.
looks like you got a little cork taint going on.
There's a bacteria called Brettanomyces that can get into wine, particularly in Bordeaux wines, but sometimes that actually is a desirable flavor to give you a little bit of a barnyardy thing. But again,
right,
too
I'm
much of
gonna
it.
Now,
throws the wine
Bordeaux
off.
you drink young, right?
No, Bordeaux's,
No?
well, you can drink them young or old. I prefer them a little bit older. I was going to bring an old Bordeaux today, but
I am
I
gonna
don't know,
pour
maybe
one
next
out.
time.
I live
Yeah,
in
pour
one.
them out and we'll move on. So, okay, wine number 3 and wine number 4. Which one's better?
I don't know. I don't have a
I
preference because
I have 4.
I like a drier.
4?
I like a drier, like a Pinot Noir.
Like, I don't see
So
them
that's what I
as
drink.
better. I just see them as different. And I prefer the
I like
fruity
number-
one to third
I
one.
like number 3.
Okay. All right.
I would.
But remember, what we're trying to do is see if there's a difference in the prices.
I know, but we don't know which
wait a
one.
minute.
We don't know
what
which
the price
one.
are yet.
Then I've voted wrong.
What do you like?
Yeah, I voted for what I like.
That's fine.
Oh, that'll work.
No,
All right.
vote for what you like.
That's what we're doing.
Because price is relative. You should drink
All
what
right.
you like. If you like a $10 bottle of
So
wine,
far,
go for it.
I
All right,
like.
let's get going with the next one. I don't
All
want
right,
to
we're
run
moving
out of
through
time.
it.
Do we have different? You brought a lot of glasses.
Oh, yeah.
Do we need new glasses?
Nope.
Okay.
When you drink wine, we drink it from lighter to heavier. So as long as we start with the whites and finish with the heavy reds, we're fine. If we
Are
did
we
it in
going to
reverse,
are we going to get all the way down to a port?
maybe.
Someone in this room has a last name that's a pretty famous port wine company.
So
Oh, Dudley.
Well, I'll
one?
tell you what. Since the cat's already out of the bag,
Oh, is that I
Yeah.
saw the F on the.
Fonseca.
yeah,
Yeah.
take the label off of there. I
Yeah.
brought that for you because if you didn't know, you might
Oh,
be.
people tell me all the time.
well, you
but
might be heir to a $1 billion winery.
they're
You
like,
might want to crack open the
Did
family tree.
you know that you?
Chewy, he brought you a Michelada.
oh man. Sometimes
Hang on a
those go
I couldn't
high.
find one the other day. I stopped at a convenience
Yeah.
store. I
Look
didn't
at
see
that.
the Michelada.
Michelada.
You know,
They
I've
got 'em.
never tasted my namesake in wines.
There it
I've
is.
never had a Fonseca port.
Well, I brought that one for you as a gift.
Oh my gosh!
If you want to open it after we're done with these
I'll
6,
drink
we
it.
can do that too.
I'll drink it on the way home.
While he's pouring, I do want to ask Tim if
I got to show the
you
camera.
have somebody special coming over. What you got a wine
See that
in
going?
the tuck right now, tucked away specifically for a special occasion that you have not opened right now? What is it?
It's the wine I'm pouring for you right
No, stop! Don't lie. That would make me feel so bad.
Yeah, don't tip your
as
hand.
a wine guy, I've got a lot of wine, so there's not one particular bottle. There's more like a section of the wine cellar that's eligible. For
Am
that
I the
type of
only one with a
situation.
slight buzz?
No.
You are the only one that drank all 4 though.
No. I
You
poured the last
You poured
one.
Okay.
left first and then right second.
I
Correct.
poured the last.
Okay.
I don't want anybody to quit the show.
These are
Well,
wines 5
reset
and 6.
that phone.
Yeah. Okay, so
okay.
the last flight of 2 wines, we're moving. Like I said, wine number 4 was Italy. Wine number 3 was California. These are both California wines at the end. They're both California Cabernets.
All right, this one's 5.
Ooh, I can smell the weed.
That's me.
There is a little bit of a grassy quality to it. A little bit of a.
I like this one a lot.
Yeah, when you look at wines, no question about it. Cabernet Sauvignon is the king of grapes.
I've been having the weirdest associations with things lately, like a lot of this, my wife and I, but just items pop up, and for some reason, I think I've lost my mind. I really do.
Yeah?
For some reason, race cars popped up in my head when I drank this.
Oh, speaking
Does
of that,
ever
You've
happen?
finally gone
Speaking
crazy.
of that,
No, I
had
really
dinner.
have.
I had dinner one night with Mario Andretti, and he's got a wine company, and I drank his wine that night.
He's got
Speaking
some
of
pretty
race
good
car.
wine, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here's the other thing about
done a lot of
smells.
things.
Like when you were a little kid, grandma, you go to grandma's house at Thanksgiving and
mark
you get
me
that
for Mario Andretti,
pie,
by the way. Mark
apple
what-
pie, pumpkin pie aroma. And now
right.
as an adult, you smell that and it takes you right back to that minute.
Now this is
Wine's
chilled.
the same thing.
Normally you wouldn't chill red.
I did these a little bit cold.
Okay.
Wine should be served at cellar temperature, give or take. Proper cellar is about 55 degrees with 70% relative
mine
Oh,
is.
humidity.
this is a tough one. I'm having trouble. I'm going to have trouble choosing here on these two.
These are both really good.
Yeah, these are executive level wines.
Like they're subtle. It's not like sometimes
so my wife
things are
would
too
know.
sharp. I don't have any words for tasting or whatever, but sometimes the taste is too sharp, and then this is like
Right.
very subtle and soft.
Are we really close to the break?
Oh, I
We
like
got
that.
3 or 4
I'm
more
down. I'm
minutes.
down with the
We can go to 5.
the second red. I like number,
Second red, that's
I
wine
like
number
number
6?
2. I like wine number 6, and I like wine red. I like number 4. No, number 3.
I absolutely cannot make a decision on these two.
You got to be kidding me.
No, I can't.
Okay, here's what I want you to do then.
They're very similar.
They're very, very close. Here's what I want you to do then. Hold on. Let me get you a sip of white wine.
Is this a
Oh,
prank?
you need a palate cleanser.
This is a palate cleanser, absolutely.
Okay.
Just swirl it and spit
So
it.
this is what we do is,
I'll need a full bottle of that palate cleanser.
Wow, I really like number.
so take
You know
a sip
what?
of this.
Okay, take a
Am
sip.
I wrong to?
Now you can
think
reset
that-
your palate with a white
No.
wine if you're drinking red, and
Am I
other way around.
wrong to think
pour that
that if a wine evaporates on my
Let me
tongue
palate
faster, it's a better wine? Because that's a lot of times that's how I judge wine.
Not
Or does that just
necessarily.
mean it's drier, or it
There's-
has more alcohol?
There's a lot that goes into that comment.
I just like wines that do that, though.
That finish quickly, don't have a lot of hang
Is that what it's
time.
called? Finish?
Yeah. The
I
finish
do
is
like
the
that. I always-
aftertaste.
okay.
You
I
know,
don't like
so
it.
take wine number 6 or
I
5 or 6.
I do like that you've chilled the number 5, so that's going to be my vote.
It's 5 for me all the way.
It's 5 for me.
there's
All
Oh,
the
it's
way?
6 for me all the way.
Okay.
All the way.
let's-
I
All right,
well,
like
here-
the way it finishes quick.
I'm going to use prop number 2 right now because, we talk about all this wine speak and there's cherries and wet leather and this and that and the other
Wet
thing.
leather.
in wine.
leather.
Yeah, sometimes you get a wine that's leathery. One of the great questions I always get is, is there really cherries in the wine or raspberries or leather? And the answer, of course, is no. But food and wine pairings, this is one I absolutely love, particularly with Cabernet. So we're going to use a little piece of chocolate here. This is Hershey's dark chocolate. What I want you guys to do,
Good
take
choice.
a square of it.
Just a square.
Yeah, just take a square of it. We're going to use wine number 5 for this one.
It fell down into the. Thank you.
All right, if you just
I do
hand
this all.
it to
I do this
Chewy,
all
he
the
can
time
hand
at
it.
home. By the way,
You can take the whole.
I love dark chocolate and red
Okay,
wine.
so what I want you to do, put the chocolate in your mouth.
Oh,
And don't swallow it yet. Just let it get soft and gushy. You really want to coat your tongue and the roof of your mouth. And while you're doing that, swirl glass number 5. Okay? Now, what we're going to do here, when you get to the end of the chocolate where it's almost liquidy, I want you to swallow the chocolate and just leave that chocolate film on your mouth and then take a little sip of this Cabernet. And then,
good. It all melted.
yeah.
It's going to take a while.
That's okay. Yeah, this might have been a little firm out of the refrigerator.
Well, I can chew it, right?
Yeah, you can chew it. You just want to get that chocolate film
Oh,
all
I
over
got
the
it
inside of your
coated.
mouth.
My mouth is coated.
All right, good deal. Now swallow the chocolate,
My turn.
and then after you do that, take that about 2 tablespoons of Cabernet in your mouth. Quick swish and swallow it, and tell me what you taste, because there is a very, very distinctive taste that you should get.
I can't identify it.
How about chocolate-covered cherry?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, exact.
that was
like
my
spot
that was
on.
my brother
I don't
every
eat cherries, so I don't know.
my dearly departed brother every year got the chocolate covered cherries. He loved them.
Yeah, when we were a little kid back in the
So
70s.
thanks for making me sad, Tim.
Yeah, well, back in the 70s, you go to the grocery store
now-
with your mom, and they had those little chocolate-covered cherries next
I
to the
didn't get
register
it
for
on
like
number
5 cents.
5, but I got it on number 6.
Okay.
I got
Well,
a very distinctive. Did I jump ahead?
Yeah, no, you can do the experiment with both wines.
Yeah, no,
try,
I got
try
it.
it again with number 6.
I
if you
got
want.
it with number 6.
Hey,
I'll have more chocolate. Thank you.
Dylan, can you run?
There you go.
Here you go.
Can
You want
he
to-
run long?
Joey?
Yeah, but we definitely got a break by 9:27. 3 more minutes.
Well, I know. But I was saying we could just come back.
Oh,
and,
okay.
and see how the results are.
Okay.
Yeah,
what is that
I've got
cherry?
time.
Dylan, is that possible?
The time travel
All right.
speed.
Do you guys want some more wine back there, Dylan?
That's
What does the
don't
cherry
call
thing
our
tell us?
employees out.
Should we do me a favor?
Yes.
When you hear me slur,
Drive you home?
When you hear me slur, don't laugh about it.
Sure.
So
I
that
won't
nobody will
draw-
notice.
Dale,
it.
I live north like you, so I can get you home. Don't worry about it.
No, I'm fine.
I'm fine.
Hey, I did it yesterday, Bob. I used Caliper CBD
Right?
to All right, so we're back. And I got to say, I don't know what we're going to do next, but I got to say this. Tim has such a personality and is so good on the air. We got to figure out something else to do with Tim.
I think we should do this every morning.
I think we should do. I got one. Let's see who can get the drunkest one morning. And then Tim judges at the end. Tim Flynn, a sommelier. I never can say it right.
Sommelier.
Sommelier.
What does that mean in French?
Means the wine guy.
That's all it means?
That's it.
So the original thing was me saying, because if you watch any of those movies about the fraud, where that guy, that Asian guy was
Rudy Kerwinian
was making wine in his bathroom and selling it for $5.
Oh, that's Hardy Rodenstock. Billionaire's Vinegar?
Yeah. Where he was making thousands and thousands of dollars.
Millions.
Millions of dollars.
In fact,
making wine in his bathroom and then putting a fake label on it.
A very rich guy in Texas bought a bunch of those wines and sued him and got his money back.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I'm not going to say who it is, but
No.
Which movie is that?
It's got to be Buyer Beware.
No, it's.
There was a book. It was called Billionaire's Vinegar.
No, there was a movie on Netflix.
Oh, it's probably one of those
My favorite,
Dirty Money ones.
The big one, of course, is Sideways, and Year of the Comet is another good one. It's an oldie, from the 70s.
So my deal was that it's all kind of blown up that you really can't tell the difference between a $500 bottle of wine and a $50 bottle of wine, which with me it's usually a $2 Chuck.
Yeah, I did not bring $2 Chuck. I was going to throw it in there just for spite. But
and Tim has predictions.
Okay.
I have predictions. All right, so really quick, let's go through these wines. Wine number 1 is Kim Crawford Sauvignon Blanc from New Zealand.
Okay.
It's not
All right,
bad.
wine number 2 is, this is actually a wine that I import. It's called Ephemère. It's from Chateau Saint-Crete in Bordeaux.
I picked that one.
And it's Sauvignon Blanc. Okay.
I picked 2.
Okay, so wine number 1, Kim Crawford, $12.
What's okay?
Well, the screw
price.
top did give that one away.
Well, but the screw top's a good thing. Cork is a very rare commodity.
I picked the expensive one.
Yes, wine number 2, my imported wine, is $30.
So no points for me.
I picked 2
Well, no,
as well.
it's
not a competition. You're looking
It's
at
not
it.
a competition.
No,
All the
I
answers are right.
want him.
You picked
I don't
number
want
2, didn't you?
I wanted him to prove whether it was. So I say you lose a point if you pick the least.
Okay.
If you pick the wrong one.
Kim Crawford is very popular, by the way.
Yeah, I've been to the estate. This is their South Island wine. I've been to their estate in the North Island, and if you ever get to New Zealand, go. It is absolutely gorgeous, and the wines are fantastic. And again, hey, for $12, Chewy, you supply the shrimp cocktail, I'll supply the wine.
You got it, buddy.
No
All
problem.
right, so I picked the more expensive one. I feel pretty good about that.
So did I.
Right.
Yeah, same.
And wine number 2.
But we weren't trying to do that. We were.
I have exquisite taste. I think so.
We're just trying to figure
right.
out, see, the thing about expensive wine, it actually takes more money to make. So that's why it's more expensive.
Right.
But why?
Well, there's better care in the vineyards. They use the better barrels.
They bring
usually
in people with better feet to squash
they do. I
grapes.
mean, a seasoned picker will make pick better grapes quicker than the new guy.
If I saw the women's feet that went in there, that might be a selling
I know.
thing. Someone should do that.
I think I know the 2
to
answers to
Portugal.
this
All right,
question, but why do restaurants mark up wine so much?
Well, first of all,
because
it's
some of it gets returned. Or
well, no, because imagine this: you open a restaurant and now you have to lay some wine in. So first of all, you have to build a wine cellar. Probably cost you $10-20 grand.
Right.
Then you got to land, say, $500 grand worth of wine. Now the glasses we're drinking out of, you guys like these?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a really good glass. These are $25 a piece.
so
you have to invest so much money.
Okay.
Do you include champagnes in your work?
Yes, of course.
Well,
Anything that's made out of grapes.
I would try to impress a woman on a date, usually the second date or something, with a limo, and it was cool back in the 90s. And a bottle of Dom or a bottle of
Cristal.
No, I had one that came with 2 glasses that had been painted. It starts with a C, Chicot or something.
That
like
was
that. Why has Dom and
Perrier
stuff like
Jouet, was it?
Perrier Jouet,
floral bottle. That's it. Yeah.
Why has it gone so much more expensive? A bottle of Dom used to be about $80-$90.
It's simply marketing and supply and demand. I mean, it is a Grand Cru champagne, so it represents a very small amount of the best of the best.
So true.
And will you admit that Prosecco is the worst thing in the world you could possibly drink?
I'm not going to say the worst, but it's definitely entry level.
Hey, I have a good time
I'll
when
tell
my
you
wife
what,
drinks
anytime
it.
you want to drink Dom, you call me. No Prosecco.
Hey, what's the restaurant in Vegas where the guy does the Mission Impossible? The sommelier he's a Mission Impossible. He's on a wire. Have you seen that?
Ariel?
Is it? I think
they used to have the wine fairies.
Where
The girls that would
right.
They
All right,
go on the waters.
let's get to 3 and 4.
Okay, wine number 3.
I chose 4.
I chose 3.
Wine number 3 I brought because Bob mentioned it in the Petrus discussion, and wine number 3 is Snoop's Cali Red.
I picked it. I love it.
I never had it till this morning at 6 o'clock. I got to say, it's pretty good.
Here's a pro tip. H-E-B doesn't have it anymore, but Target still has some.
I didn't pick it because I hate rap.
$12.99. $12.99. I don't know what you paid. $12.99.
This was
I bought
actually
3 bottles of it yesterday.
$10.
So the other one. All right.
You got 6. Yeah.
So I picked the.
No, I bought one, but I got connections.
I picked the more expensive wine again.
Yeah. Okay. So
You're
wine
proving
number
me
4
totally wrong.
is it's called Primitivo. That's what they call Zinfandel in Italy. This is actually one of my wines. It's Capo Zafferano. Really good wine. Like I said, it's from Puglia, and this runs $39 a bottle.
Damn, but I picked a Snoop. Hey.
And you can go to Amphorowines.com to look these
far,
up. We don't sell them, but you can off the internet.
Tim has provenly.
And another glass for Dale.
Yeah, give me seriously. Pour me a little something. You have proven me completely wrong.
Well, we're not done yet. So,
Okay, here we go.
and the envelope's going to be the interesting part.
All right.
Okay, we'll see how
Let's
good
do
I am.
5 and 6.
All right, so 5 and 6. Now, number 5, Chewy's pouring a little bit more for everybody. I picked this wine. This is the Hall Estate Cabernet, and this is made by the Halls. They're out of Dallas, Texas.
That is so good, man.
This is a Texas owner of a California winery. I've never met her husband, Craig, but she is just awesome. They bought an estate called Edgewood years ago. I used to rep them. I was very upset at the time. And, boy, I'll tell you what, they did such a great job with the winery and the wines. I mean, taste it. It's delicious.
So what's the price, though?
This is $46 a bottle.
I picked the
You have the
higher.
bougiest palate so far.
We haven't talked about wine number 6 yet.
Wine number 6.
All right, so
I
wine
picked
number
6.
6 is my favorite, and this is a very rare wine. This is actually tough to get. It's $300 a bottle.
I picked it.
All right, I picked the cheaper one.
Is it just the label? Because I like the label.
No, the label's the best label.
I
this
finally got a point.
This is from a winery called Dariush
Yes.
in southern Napa
I
Valley.
thought so.
It is my favorite winery currently. Dariush Khalidi owns it. He is just class with the capital C. Every wine they make is fantastic.
What do you think
and
about?
this is their ultra reserve.
What do you think about the Llano Estacado wines?
You know,
Okay, that's your
that was a
answer.
heavy sigh.
That's your
I mean, here's
answer.
the thing with Texas. Texas has a lot of wineries.
So true.
In my opinion, they need to be growing grapes that like hotter weather, like Tempranillo or the Port.
Right.
I love a
It's just
Tempranillo.
too hot here to grow Cabernet.
Yeah,
Pinot
well,
Noir is very
Lubbock
fickle and
Lubbock is
thin-skinned.
cooler than most places.
A little bit.
So,
I mean, as far as wineries up there, I would say yes, Llano Estacado is the best.
yeah.
I
Was
like
that the
Becker.
only-
Becker too, from out in Fredericksburg, is quite good.
Did you pick 5 or 6?
I picked 5.
I was the only
I
one
picked
that picked
5.
the $300 bottle.
I picked
Oh,
5.
I picked it too. Okay, so all right. So of wine 1 and 2, who win? Number 2?
I did.
Of which series? The last
Just the
one?
first series. We're talking about wines 1 and 2, the 2 white wines.
I
I
picked
chose
picked number
number
2.
2
wins.
on
Okay.
number 2 on the white.
We all picked
number
number 2.
on number 4 on the first red, and then number 5 on the second red.
Okay. And Bob, what do you think?
I had number 2. Then I had the first one in the red, and then the second red I had the $300 bottle.
Okay, so you like Snoops and the $300.
Yep.
Okay,
All right,
Of course I do.
we
That's
are
the way I roll.
Chewy?
We are now going to oh, Chewy.
Wait.
Go.
I
I
picked
forgot
number
you
2.
were alive.
Number 3 and number 5.
Okay. If you could only drink one of them for the rest of your life, which one would you go with?
I would say number 5.
Okay. The envelope, please.
All right, here we go.
All right, here we go.
Previous prediction.
Okay.
Go with the winner of white wine flight. Red
The
wine
white wine winner would be number 2, and I picked number 2.
I picked
I
number
picked
2.
number 2.
Damn it.
Dang.
The
Wow.
red wine winner would be number 6. I picked number 5 on that one.
We got a
Well,
tie
that's
on
a-
that. We got 2
yeah.
5s and 2 6s.
So, all right. Now, what's the parlay?
Parlay is if you could only drink one of these wines for the rest of your life, which
Oh,
would it be?
Cost no object?
Cost no object. And that's the order. You know, like you rank them. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
I'd go
1,
with
or
the
whatever.
number. I'd go with the second series. I go with
Number 4.
number 6.
Number 6. How about second place for you?
But second place, if money was an object, I gotta go with my man, the dog father.
Yeah.
I gotta go with
I
the
still
dog
really
father.
like number 5.
Yeah, I still like 5 too.
Yeah, and 5 was the cheap one, right?
5 was the cheaper of the 2 expensive
Cheaper of
wines,
the two
$46 versus $300.
There you
So
go.
what's the parlay say?
Oh,
This as a group. I think it's pretty close.
it says 5, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, 5 was the top one.
Yeah, I thought you guys would like 5 better than, even though I like 6 better. I was
No,
looking at you
I picked
guys.
5. Look at you.
Yeah?
You're like Kreskin. Give me a mark.
Well, you know, it's
I don't know what that is.
Kreskin.
Give me a mark.
very nice.
Do you know I still get a Christmas
do
card
too.
every year from
Dale,
the amazing
I'm going to give you
Kreskin.
one more. You'll notice what I wrote on the envelope. It's a little tip of the hat to Carson.
Oh, the envelope, please. Yeah, no, I every year still get a Christmas card from the amazing Kreskin.
Oh, explain what
That's
that is.
cool.
He was
Great magician.
yeah.
He was a debunker. He was like Houdini.
Oh.
No, he was no.
He was like-
Kreskin wasn't.
James Randi?
No,
kind
you're
of?
thinking of
Oh,
Randy.
Randy, he just
yeah,
got
no,
rid of it,
he
yeah.
was a mentalist, and they would do these tricks where, somebody in the audience had a card like Tim did, and he would nail it. But it wasn't real, because there's no such thing as I don't know. Tim's a mentalist. So far.
Well, no, I mean, here's the thing. I've been doing this for 30 years. What I like doesn't matter. There's no wrong wines. If I love it and you hate it, we're both right. The thing is, I'm looking at you guys as middle-of-the-road wine drinkers, and I'm thinking,
for sure.
who's going to like what, and stylistically, and I got it.
Can I pay you a compliment? Sure. And I'm not in the mood for compliments for a lot of people right now. You're great on the air, man.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're excellent. We need to come up with another, and not just because I want to get a buzz. We need to come up with another
said he does
a bit to
champagne.
do. We should do
You
maybe
know what'd be
champagne.
fun? I think it would be fun if all 3 of us designed a wine label.
We could do
Plus-
a wine label. We could do a wine dinner.
Plus, I think Bob appreciates you because he judges everybody by what they wear.
I think it's bold for a wine guy to wear a light-colored suit.
And a light.
Well, I'm a pro. I'm not going to spill.
A light tan jacket with a medium blue shirt. What pants do you have on?
Ooh, matching.
And he's got the old
What's a
school.
matching
and he's got the old Reeboks.
Old school Reeboks. He freaked that. He freaked that. I like that.
So Bob loves you.
Yeah, you're good. That's good. This was fun.
But dude, you're really great. You must have done some media before.
No, never. I will tell you this. My deep, dark, dirty little secret, when I was a little kid, I always wanted to be a DJ. I don't
Me
know
too.
why. I never did anything
It
professionally
was
to
great.
go in that direction.
It was great back then.
Oh, yeah. I was listening to the 70s in Detroit.
Cocaine. Give me a mark for cocaine.
Okay, that's not in anymore.
But obviously, I didn't do anything professionally, which is why I'm the wine man. But yeah, this is literally like a bucket list item for me. So thank you so much for having me on.
You should do a YouTube channel or something. You really got it.
That's a good idea.
You really do.
I'm not a big social media guy, but I am the wine man. And I'll tell you, if your listeners out there, if you want to contact me, if you have a question, you want a wine
You got
dinner,
a party,
whatever.
you want a wine dinner.
Exactly. winemanflynn@gmail.com. The website's Amphora Wines with an S, Amphora Wines. We don't sell wine off that site. It's just educational because we bring in really small family-owned producers, which is why these wines are great. And we hate to oversell everything because it just makes people
Well,
mad.
what are we going to do now for the next 6 minutes?
Might be too late to watch Dave's video.
I got a lot more wine here.
Wait,
pour
dude.
me a little more, and let's watch. Let's get Dave in here on a different mic. He can
go to
on
Matt's mic over
old-
there.
Don't say it. It hurt my feelings.
that
Yeah,
mic over
thanks.
there. We didn't
Yeah.
say Matt. I said that.
I gotta follow that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, good luck, man.
this is
Follow
the
that.
this is
Can I
this
have
is
a glass of
the
wine
this is the closest. I was telling my wife last night. I said, we have this intern, and I don't know why. Now near the end of my career,
You're sexually attracted.
we were talking
At
about
the beginning of mine.
We were talking about how Yeti was, right?
Yeah.
We never had an intern come in and be up to speed as quick as Dave has.
Well, the thing is that you're going to watch this video and you're going to realize that there was 2 different lives that this intern has lived.
But yeah, I'm thinking Dave is 40.
I don't know. He's like my age, but he's lived life. I would grab them. Go to Matt's mic.
By the way, I've got some inside baseball on Dave because his next door neighbor when he was growing up was Kev from Steamroller.
You know Kevin?
Oh, we
I
all
know
know
intimately.
Get
I
out
know
of here.
intimately.
You know my neighbor,
I
Kevin.
introduced Steamroller, on
Steamroller
one of
used
their
to play the
anniversary
show.
shows. Yeah.
The show. This
yeah,
radio.
Yeah,
He contacted me when he heard you
This
were on the
radio
show.
show used to actually.
Yeah, they
be,
opened for us
This
once.
show used to be very good.
No, it's still pretty good.
And we
It's
would
all
have
right.
live music.
Today was a whole lot of fun.
We would have live musicians in, almost every day. So we knew all.
Wait
the
a minute,
guys.
I'd have
Throw
believed
that
him.
guitar at my face.
And then Push Monkey.
Kevin's not opening for
yeah,
you.
and,
Push
uh,
Monkey, the dude who played drums standing up.
Yeah, and I'm walking through an
Yeah.
insurance company one day, and the lead singer goes, "Dale," and I said, I didn't recognize him, and he went, "Push Monkey," where everybody has to come back down to life. All right, which one are we playing here?
I don't know,
Chewy?
Chewy. It's no, don't play that. Don't play that. There's lots of cursing in there.
Yeah.
Chewy, I
So
put
which
it
one?
in the system.
Do you know where?
I gave you I wrote it on a note card in front of you.
Yeah, I got it right here. Do you know
you
where the
guys too
video
drunk?
starts for Dale?
The video. Oh, it's not gonna link up to the video. You told me to cut out the cursing, so I cut out the cursing. I'm not gonna.
Oh yeah, but we're gonna match it up on here if it's
yeah,
the same video.
Well, the audio. Like I cut all the cursing out, but it's not going to link up to the video.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's fine. We'll just see how bad you
Yeah,
are.
I'll just dance
The
back
band,
here.
The band was Cannon, right?
With two ends.
Now, is that you?
Yeah, that's me.
Okay, which one are we
Where's
playing?
the one where Beto
Yeah,
introduces
just
you?
that's the top one. Just click on it and mute it, and it doesn't have to link up.
Well, no, I don't want to mute it.
Now skip 50 seconds in.
Oh, it's gonna say lots of dirty words if you just play this.
That's all right. I don't care anymore.
Good.
I don't. I really don't.
Dump.
All right, here we go. So Beto introduces you guys.
Yeah. And
What broke up the band? I'm going to run out of time now.
Oh, I broke up the band. I have no recollection of this ever happening.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, are you are you recovering or something?
No, not at all. Can I have a
You want
glass
some
of wine, by the
No.
way? Yeah.
All right, here we go. Let's hear this.
Pour me a white wine.
There's Beto.
Oh, there's lots of cursing.
There's young Beto. All right, well, I'll just turn it down here.
Perform for your weekend festivities.
Where is this?
This is the Red-Eyed Fly.
See a good Rogering perform for your weekend festivities.
And you were the lead singer?
I was. I still am. Somewhere in my heart.
Well, then maybe you and I need to do a hit record like
Oh man,
for real,
we
let's
really
do it.
messed
Let's
up.
do
man.
it.
like Bob Schneider.
Let's do it.
Snakes get prison tonight.
I still don't know why Schneider wouldn't just take turns.
I don't know.
Thank you to Billy Cannon.
Bob's one of the. I mean,
Take
Beto
turns
is
on
one
it.
of the best
Lone
MCs.
Star Metal
I
Magazine
feel like
for
somebody
hanging
needs
out
to
in
give
this
Tim
most epic evening. So I only encourage you to do one thing tonight, and you'll hear from me later.
Give Tim some headphones.
Fucking
Oh, hit it.
I don't know if we have any.
No,
See, I
thank you.
told you.
It's
I told
okay.
you.
It's all right. I just want to hear you sing now. Here we go.
If you would have looked at,
That's in passing.
yeah, that's me
So
cursing.
that's
again.
you right there?
Yeah, it is. It's me with a big beard.
We're in
on a lot of drugs.
Wearing the mid shorts. What drugs
Yeah.
are you on?
All of them.
No,
Everyone.
really. Would you do like some blow before you went out?
Oh, I would do all of them. So it's anyone's guess what I'm on in this. Molly, meth, cocaine, heroin, any of those.
You never did heroin.
Oh yes, I did.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Do you know where to get some?
Yeah. Follow me home. I got you.
So you were full heavy metal then?
Yeah, but
death metal, isn't it?
No, it's not.
No,
It's not
I don't
heavy
think
metal. Here we go. This is decent here.
You need to meet Chuck, our engineer. Have you talked to Chuck yet?
Never
He's a
talked to Chuck.
Huge metalhead and a Broadway show enthusiast. Thanks, Chewy.
Oh, me too. I'm a Broadway enthusiast too.
All right, we got to go, guys. Tim, you're incredible, man. We're gonna figure out
Thank you,
something
Tim.
else.
That was a lot of fun.
Thank you so
it's
much for
like-
having me on.
I pictured a guy coming in here all slow and going, okay, now
Today,
we'll do
this
this.
wine.
You really knocked it out.
You
of the
elevated
park,
the
man.
dialogue.
And I have not been knocking it out of the park recently, so I really appreciate it. So
Well, I'm glad I could help you on your
No.
rough day. I'm glad you like the
It's
wines. That's the most
rough-
important.
rough
They're
months.
all off days.
They're all right now. They're all off days.
Well, life is too short to drink bad wine, and quite frankly, just because it's cheap doesn't mean it's bad. I just proved that all the wines we drank today were great. $10 or $300.
Mine and Bob's lawyer, who passed away, sadly, of breast cancer. The last saying that she put out for everybody was, "Life is too short to eat bad food."
Same thing.
I agree.
Yeah,
Same with
big
wine.
restaurant, man. Thanks a lot, Tim.
You're welcome.
And we'll see you guys on Monday. And here is an ad for Chuck's Heavy Metal.
Dudley and Bob in Studio is brought to you by Tecovas, providing top quality Western boots and accessories online at tecovas.com, and by Renegade Truck Accessories, your source for truck caps, bed covers, lift kits, and custom services online at renegadetruck.net.